FreeBooksTube is glad to produce, publish, and offer Happiness: How to Live in the Moment by Sage D. Esotreasure. In our quest for happiness, many of us find the pursuit to be quite elusive. The modern world moves quickly, and we often get swept up in the rush, focusing on achievements, accumulating material possessions, and meeting societal expectations. All the while, we yearn for a deeper sense of happiness and fulfillment that often seems just out of reach. True happiness is not something to be achieved as an endpoint, rather, it is a state of being that requires constant nurturing and attention. It demands self-awareness, being present, expressing gratitude, and maintaining an open heart. Happiness is deeply subjective, varying from one individual to another based on personal experiences, values, and outlooks on life. Nevertheless, certain principles can serve as a guide to bring more joy into our lives. Genuine happiness extends far beyond temporary pleasures, such as the satisfaction of a good meal or the thrill of a successful project. It is an enduring sense of peace and fulfillment that embraces our mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being. The challenge of maintaining happiness is universal. Though everyone knows what it feels like to be happy in a fleeting moment, maintaining lasting happiness that can withstand the inevitable challenges of life can be difficult. Happiness often gets defined as a general sense of well-being, contentment, and positive emotions. Yet, genuine happiness transcends surface-level pleasure and touches on a more profound fulfillment. Each person's source of happiness may differ, whether it stems from relationships, good health, a sense of security, or alignment with one's purpose. For some, personal development or achieving goals brings joy, while others find happiness in the little things, like spending time in nature, practicing a creative hobby, or savoring a favorite meal. One essential element of happiness is the ability to live without regrets. Worrying about past mistakes or missed opportunities can rob us of our current joy. We have no power to change the past, but we can change how we view it. Life's experiences, both good and bad, shape who we are today. The joys, setbacks, successes, and failures each play a role in developing our outlook on life. It is vital to make peace with our past and not allow it to consume us with regret. While it's natural to feel sadness or disappointment about things that didn't go as planned, dwelling on these emotions too much can harm our overall happiness. Instead of focusing on what went wrong, we should recognize how these experiences have contributed to our personal growth, resilience, and wisdom. By embracing our past, both the good and the bad, we allow ourselves to live more fully in the present. Our personal history is filled with significant moments that can foster a sense of gratitude when we reflect on them. Cherishing these memories can bring a renewed sense of appreciation for the journey we've been on. Looking forward with optimism is another critical component of happiness. Rather than worrying about potential obstacles or what might go wrong in the future, we can approach life with a sense of excitement and possibility. While we cannot control every outcome, We do have the power to align our lives with our values and aspirations. Confidence in our ability to navigate whatever life throws at us enables us to face the future with hope rather than fear. Life's potential lies in what remains ahead. Our future is filled with opportunities and limitless possibilities. However, it is equally important to remain grounded in the present, as this moment holds the greatest power to shape our experience. Instead of being consumed by what has been or what might be, we should invest in appreciating our present situation. Happiness is not just about the good moments, but also about how we handle the more difficult emotions. In today's culture, where social media often presents a constant stream of positivity, there is an unspoken pressure to appear happy and in control at all times. Vulnerability, sadness, anger, and fear are emotions we are taught to suppress, yet they are an essential part of the human experience. Denying or suppressing negative emotions can be detrimental to our psychological and spiritual health in the long term. True happiness involves embracing all emotions, not just the pleasant ones. Acknowledging and accepting our challenging emotions allows us to navigate through them healthily. Expressing these emotions, whether through conversation, creative outlets like art or writing, or physical practices like yoga or deep breathing, can have a profoundly healing effect. To fully embrace happiness, we must process our inner struggles rather than bury them. Whether it's through journaling, talking to a supportive friend, or engaging in artistic expression, finding a way to release our emotions is crucial for emotional health. Allowing yourself to cry, vent, or otherwise release pent-up sadness or frustration can help alleviate emotional tension and clear the path toward healing. There is no need to rush the process of healing or to label every negative emotion as something to be fixed immediately. Sometimes, all that is required is a compassionate space to observe and allow the emotions to flow. Processing difficult experiences can bring personal growth, deeper understanding, and even creative inspiration. By facing and working through life's challenging moments, we emerge stronger and more self-aware. Once we have expressed and released negative emotions, it's essential not to dwell on them. Continually revisiting painful experiences can cause unnecessary harm and prevent us from moving forward. Healing comes from allowing those emotions to be expressed and then letting them go. Ultimately, happiness is a journey that involves accepting the ups and downs of life with grace and openness. By releasing our grip on the past, embracing the present moment, and looking toward the future with hope, we cultivate a deeper and more lasting sense of joy. Happiness is not about avoiding discomfort or always seeking pleasure. It is about finding balance, cherishing meaningful moments, and navigating life's challenges with resilience and optimism. The idea of letting go, shifting focus, and embracing renewal after a difficult period is essential to finding emotional balance. Our culture often pushes us to display constant happiness and perfection, leaving little room for the natural cycles of highs and lows that life brings. However, true happiness comes from having the courage to accept these fluctuations and to live authentically, embracing both joy and pain. Emotional flexibility and resilience are cultivated by acknowledging the full range of human experiences, allowing us to develop a profound sense of wholeness. Difficult times are inevitable. We all face heartbreak, sorrow, and emotional pain at some point in life. These moments can make the world seem darker and more challenging than it truly is. Yet, love has a unique power to guide us through these periods, turning sorrow into happiness and transforming tragedies into moments of grace. When we open ourselves up to love, whether through receiving it from others or developing self-compassion, we invite healing, hope, and the possibility of joy back into our lives. When we are in pain, being surrounded by empathetic, non-judgmental individuals provides a sense of security and connection that sorrow often strips away. These connections give us a safe space to express our pain, anger, and vulnerability until we feel a sense of relief. By sharing our emotions with someone we trust, we allow love to fill the gaps left by sorrow. Reassurance, light-hearted moments, humor, and simply spending time with those we love help us gradually heal from life's challenges. Love reminds us that, even in the darkest moments, there is still light to be found. Moreover, during difficult times, self-love becomes equally important. It takes bravery and patience to practice self-compassion, to forgive ourselves for perceived shortcomings, and to be gentle with our emotions. Self-love is a nurturing force that allows our inner strength, resilience, and joy to flourish. It helps us avoid the pitfalls of self-judgment, shame, and harsh criticism, all of which only serve to deepen our suffering. When we treat ourselves with kindness, we reinforce the idea that we are worthy of happiness and healing, particularly after hardship makes us question our value. Love, in all its forms, whether from others or from within, embraces the entirety of who we are, both the beautiful and the challenging aspects. Love provides hope and strength, allowing us to transform sorrow into wisdom and peace. Through love, we learn that no matter how broken we may feel, we have the capacity to rise again, stronger and wiser. Love's most significant gift is the transformation it enables, reminding us that happiness, like spring after winter, will always return. Many people struggle with the concept of happiness when it comes to being alone or embracing solitude. In today's fast-paced, interconnected world, we are often encouraged to fill our lives with constant activity, noise, and the pursuit of external validation. Yet, solitude, far from being isolating or indulgent, offers a powerful opportunity for self-reflection and renewal. It is in these moments of quiet that we connect with our true selves and foster genuine happiness. Philosophers, spiritual teachers, and psychologists have long recognized the value of solitude as a pathway to self-discovery and creativity. In solitude, we have the chance to step away from the demands and distractions of others, giving us the space to listen to our inner voice. This process allows for a deeper understanding of our emotions, desires, fears, and what matters most to our hearts and spirits. Self-awareness becomes our compass, helping us align our lives with our core values rather than spending energy conforming to societal expectations. Embracing our true selves in solitude enables us to form more meaningful relationships with others. By understanding our own needs and desires, we are better equipped to connect with the world around us in a more authentic way. Solitude provides the freedom to explore our thoughts, creativity, and spiritual growth without distraction, fostering inspiration, personal growth, and a renewed sense of direction. When we spend time alone, we gain the opportunity to indulge in our passions, whether it's creating art, writing, meditating, or simply letting our minds wander. This unhurried exploration often leads to new insights, ideas, and possibilities. The time we spend with ourselves is a powerful tool for building a life that is aligned with our unique desires and values, which is essential for lasting happiness. Another essential component of happiness is understanding that the path to fulfillment is personal. From an early age, we are exposed to societal messages that prescribe a specific formula for happiness. This formula often includes achieving academic success, pursuing certain careers, accumulating wealth and status, finding a romantic partner, and starting a family. While these milestones may bring joy to some, it is crucial to ensure that our goals align with our own values and desires. Following someone else's idea of happiness without reflection can lead to dissatisfaction. Every person is a unique blend of genetics, upbringing, experiences, and spiritual nature, which means that each individual's journey toward fulfillment is equally unique. Happiness does not need to conform to a universal mold. Borrowing societal notions of success and applying them as absolute truths can create dissonance, emptiness, and even resignation. Exploring the true source of your happiness requires introspection, courage, and trust in your intuition. It means rejecting societal obligations that do not serve your inner purpose and embracing the passions that light your soul on fire, even when they go against the norm. It involves trying new things, taking risks, and listening to your inner voice rather than following a prescribed path. This exploration is not always easy. It demands honesty, vulnerability, and the willingness to let go of the expectations others have for us. However, the reward for following your path to happiness is a life lived with purpose and authenticity. When we are aligned with our true selves, we experience a deeper sense of fulfillment, joy, and peace, regardless of whether we fit into the societal definition of success. In conclusion, happiness is not a static state but an ever-evolving journey. It is shaped by how we handle sorrow, solitude, and our personal growth. Through love, both from others and ourselves, we find the strength to rise from sorrow and transform it into wisdom and joy. By embracing solitude, we connect with our true selves and create space for inspiration and personal growth. And by following our unique path to happiness, we live authentically and with purpose. Happiness is not something we achieve by following someone else's formula, but by creating our own. From early on, we are immersed in societal expectations. These ideas tell us exactly how to reach happiness, get high grades, land a prestigious job, find a life partner, buy a house, have children, and of course, enjoy exotic vacations. While these milestones can bring satisfaction to some, they aren't universally fulfilling. The pressure to follow these paths can create unnecessary guilt and anxiety, especially when they don't result in the expected happiness. In reality, happiness is much more complex than this simple formula. What brings immense joy to one person might not have the same effect on another. In fact, blindly pursuing these societal goals can lead to feelings of confinement and dissatisfaction. We are all individuals with unique life experiences, personal values, and spiritual inclinations, which means that the things that make us truly happy vary significantly from person to person. Imagine achieving what you thought was your dream job, yet still feeling an unsettling sense of emptiness, as if something crucial is missing. Maybe you follow the conventional path of marriage and parenthood, only to find yourself wrestling with a sense of lost individuality. Or perhaps you've acquired all the material possessions that signify success, yet deep down, you feel a longing for a simpler, more meaningful existence. This disconnect between societal expectations and personal fulfillment can be difficult to navigate. It's easy to feel shame or self-doubt when you don't experience the anticipated joy from reaching these milestones. Many of us are quick to judge ourselves for not feeling the way we think we should, especially when we've seemingly checked off all the boxes of success. However, there's nothing wrong with you if you don't feel as fulfilled by these achievements as society has led you to believe. In fact, it's simply a sign that you're embracing your authentic humanity. Each of us is shaped by a unique blend of needs, desires, fears, and existential longings, and it's perfectly normal for our individual soul blueprints to diverge from the conventional definition of a good life. One key to navigating this disconnect is self-compassion. It's essential to be kind to yourself and recognize that not every societal milestone will bring you complete happiness or fulfillment. Instead, these experiences should be viewed as valuable opportunities for personal growth and self-discovery. They offer insight into what truly matters to you, even if they don't deliver the satisfaction you expected. It's crucial to explore your own values, passions, and what brings you joy. For instance, you might find that creative expression, meaningful connections, or the pursuit of knowledge are more fulfilling than traditional markers of success. The important thing is to stay connected to your inner self and let that guide your journey toward happiness, rather than conforming to societal expectations. When we deny ourselves the freedom to pursue our unique path, we are effectively denying our own happiness. True fulfillment comes from daring to explore different avenues, embracing uncertainty, and rejecting the pressure to fit into a predetermined mold. Those who radiate the most genuine happiness are often the ones who have embraced unconventional journeys, even if those paths are complex or unpredictable. Creating your own unique path to happiness involves setting personal standards of success, beauty, and meaning. These should align with your authentic self, not what society expects of you. By doing so, you will experience a profound sense of joy and freedom that comes from living in alignment with your true essence. Since childhood, many of us have been conditioned to believe that happiness is something we can achieve by following a predefined set of steps. While there's nothing inherently wrong with pursuing academic success, a stable career, or building a family, the pressure to achieve these things can often lead to feelings of inadequacy, especially if they don't bring the happiness we were promised. It's important to recognize that happiness is not a one-size-fits-all concept. Each of us is a unique individual, and what brings fulfillment to one person may leave another feeling indifferent or even stifled. Maybe you followed the conventional route and achieved many of the life goals that society values, yet you still feel unfulfilled. This could be because true happiness is deeply personal and influenced by factors such as your upbringing, personal values, and life experiences. Let's say you've achieved a high level of career success, but it feels like something is still missing. Or perhaps you've settled into family life, but find yourself yearning for more personal growth or self-expression. You may have all the material possessions associated with wealth, but still feel a profound sense of emptiness or a desire for a more meaningful existence. These feelings are completely natural, and it's important to resist the urge to judge yourself for not feeling satisfied. The societal narrative tells us that these achievements should bring us happiness, but the truth is, happiness is subjective and varies widely from person to person. The fact that you don't feel as fulfilled as you expected doesn't mean you failed. It simply means that your path to happiness may look different from what society prescribes. Rather than feeling guilty for not fitting into society's mold, see these experiences as opportunities for growth and self-discovery. They offer valuable lessons about what truly brings you joy and what may not be as important as you once thought. By listening closely to your own needs and desires, you can begin to align your life more fully with your authentic self. Ultimately, happiness comes from within. It's about embracing your individuality, following your passions, and creating a life that reflects your true values. This might mean deviating from the conventional path, but that's okay. The most important thing is that you remain true to yourself. Living authentically means daring to be different and forging your own way, even when it doesn't align with societal expectations. It's about defining success on your own terms, rather than measuring your happiness by external standards. The journey to happiness is deeply personal, and there's no universal roadmap. What matters most is that you stay connected to your inner self, pursue what brings you joy, and live a life that reflects your unique essence. In conclusion, it's important to remember that there's no single path to happiness. The societal expectations we've been taught from childhood may not align with our personal values, and that's okay. By exploring your own desires and embracing your individuality, you can create a life that brings you true fulfillment. Happiness isn't about fitting into a mold. It's about living authentically, being kind to yourself, and pursuing what truly matters to you. In the quiet recesses of your heart, there exists a soft, persistent call, one that urges you to uncover and embrace your true passions, desires, and relationships. These whispers of inner truth are your guideposts on a personal journey, free from the constraints of societal norms or expectations. It's crucial to understand that if the standard formula for happiness doesn't quite fit your unique needs, that's perfectly okay. The real tragedy is when we deny ourselves the courage to forge our own path, succumbing instead to a one-size-fits-all approach. Our culture is steeped in a relentless pursuit of more achievements, more possessions, more status. This cycle often traps us in a never-ending loop of discontent, where the promise of true happiness is always just beyond reach, hiding behind the next accomplishment or material acquisition. We find ourselves anxiously chasing a sense of fulfillment that seems to drift further away, no matter how much we strive for it. Yet, no amount of self-improvement, status-seeking, or consumerism can fill the void that can only be addressed by nurturing and appreciating what is already present in our lives. True happiness at a soul level comes from deep gratitude and contentment with our current state. It's about recognizing and valuing the present moment and the many blessings we already possess. Seeking growth and setting inspiring goals isn't inherently problematic. Humans thrive on progress, learning, and improving their circumstances. The issue arises when we pursue these things to compensate for a lack of self-love and a feeling of inadequacy. No external achievement or acquisition can fill the gap left by an inner scarcity mindset. Instead, we need to cultivate gratitude and cherish the gifts that life has already given us. Take a moment to appreciate the small wonders of life, your body, your loved ones, your home. Notice the simple miracles around you, the chirping of birds outside your window, the nourishment of your meal, the rhythmic beauty of your heartbeat and breath. Marvel at the sunrise or sunset, and the ceaseless creativity of nature. Reflect on the incredible fact that you exist in an unimaginably vast universe, and that you have the privilege to experience life as a conscious being. Instead of constantly searching for something to complete you, become an appreciative steward of what you already have. Foster loving relationships and embrace the abundance of life's everyday miracles. When you adopt this mindset of gratitude and care, joy becomes your default state. You'll find that the things you already have can bring you a deeper and more lasting sense of fulfillment than the relentless chase for more. Embracing this loving stewardship approach to life opens doors to profound joy. Instead of focusing on what's missing, focus on what's present and let that guide you towards contentment. Sometimes, to truly connect with our inner selves and rediscover happiness, we need to let go of our tightly controlled, adult facades and reconnect with our inner child. In our adult lives, we often prioritize maintaining a composed and professional demeanor, viewing spontaneity and playfulness as incongruous with our responsibilities. However, suppressing our natural inclination for joy and wonder can prevent us from fully experiencing happiness. Imagine if we allowed ourselves to be a bit unconventional now and then, embracing our sillier, more whimsical side. Incorporate moments of delightful absurdity and curiosity into your life. Dance around your living room, share silly jokes with friends, or indulge in playful activities like splashing in the rain. These simple acts can reconnect you with the carefree spirit of childhood, which is often lost as we grow older. The joy we seek as adults can often be found in the uncomplicated, straightforward aspects of life that once came effortlessly to us. Reclaiming that childlike wonder can be a powerful way to reconnect with our true selves. It's about balancing the seriousness of adult responsibilities with the freedom and playfulness of youth. Taking time to engage in activities that bring us pure joy and delight helps us see life with a fresh perspective. It allows us to embrace the present moment fully and rediscover the simplicity and clarity of life's profound lessons. These moments of play and curiosity can provide unexpected wisdom and lasting happiness. As we strive for happiness and fulfillment, we often undertake various challenges, both internal and external. We seek growth through personal challenges, explore new environments, and build meaningful relationships and careers. Many of us believe that true happiness is a distant goal, a target to be achieved in the future. We are constantly on the move, searching for contentment as if it were a destination to be reached. However, true happiness is often found right where we began, with ourselves, our loved ones, and the simple joy of being alive. As we journey through different life stages, relationships, and experiences, we may discover that the most profound happiness comes from appreciating the present moment. The enlightened among us often return to this basic truth, that joy is not found in distant goals or future achievements, but in the simple, everyday experiences of living fully in the now. In conclusion, happiness is not a distant destination but a state of being that can be found in the present moment. By embracing gratitude, nurturing our inner child, and appreciating the simple joys of life, we can uncover a deeper sense of fulfillment. The key to lasting happiness lies in reconnecting with ourselves and finding contentment in the here and now. In the quiet moments of our daily lives, it's often the simplest things that remind us of true contentment. Consider the gentle dance of sunlight on your kitchen floor, the acts of kindness exchanged with neighbors, and the joy of sharing meals with loved ones around a familiar table. These seemingly ordinary experiences play a crucial role in shaping who we become, preparing us for the satisfaction we feel today. Each of our journeys, marked by ambition, exploration, and moments of self-discovery, contributes to our sense of fulfillment. These paths, both internal and external, are essential in guiding us towards recognizing that genuine happiness is not a distant dream or a far-off destination. Instead, it lies in the inherent beauty and completeness that already exists within and around us, waiting for us to truly see it. This realization often comes after we have navigated through layers of busyness and existential longing, revealing that happiness was always present, just hidden beneath the surface. While it's valuable to pursue happiness and listen to your inquisitive heart, it's equally important to remember that sometimes, the most profound discoveries occur when we return home after our adventures. After gaining new perspectives from exploring the world, we may find that true contentment was waiting for us all along, right where we began. The notion that money cannot buy happiness has been a common belief for generations. However, this statement overlooks the nuances of how financial resources can contribute to our well-being. While money alone cannot guarantee lasting happiness, it is true that managing it wisely and investing in experiences that align with your values can significantly enhance your overall quality of life. Having enough financial resources to meet basic needs, such as housing, healthcare, food, education, and security, provides a solid foundation for well-being. This stability allows us to focus on more meaningful aspects of life without the constant stress of survival. Once these basic needs are met, additional financial resources can be used to enrich our lives in ways that support our personal growth and happiness. Imagine the benefits of having the financial freedom to fully engage in nature's wonders through travel and outdoor adventures. Picture yourself immersed in breathtaking landscapes, witnessing awe-inspiring sunsets, and experiencing the profound tranquility of untouched wilderness. Alternatively, consider the impact of investing in activities that nurture your physical and emotional well-being, such as spa retreats, transformative workshops, or therapeutic practices. Money allows you to dedicate time to self-care, pursue passions, and spend quality time with loved ones. Furthermore, financial abundance provides opportunities for continuous learning and creative expression. By accessing various classes, lectures, and resources, you can foster personal development and exploration. At its core, having financial resources allows you to live life according to your own values and priorities, rather than being constrained by financial limitations. Money should be used with intention, not merely to acquire material possessions. Instead, it can be a tool to cultivate meaningful experiences, personal growth, and aesthetic appreciation. Generosity and mindful spending can align with your values and contribute to a fulfilling lifestyle. Thus, dismissing the positive impact of mindful spending overlooks its potential to significantly enhance your quality of life. Scientific research supports the idea that happiness is more than a fleeting feeling. It has long-term benefits for our well-being. Studies show that happiness can reduce stress, lower inflammation, improve immune function, and promote healthy genes that protect against disease. A happy disposition contributes to a lower heart rate, better sleep quality, less pain, and increased energy levels. Additionally, happiness has been linked to better cognitive function and memory protection as we age. Remarkably, happy individuals tend to live longer, with some studies suggesting that joy can add 7.5 to 10 years to one's lifespan. Happiness enhances the benefits of healthy habits like good nutrition and exercise while protecting against harmful behaviors such as smoking and chronic stress. Essentially, a positive outlook can improve your overall well-being and longevity. Moreover, the effects of happiness extend beyond physical health. Happiness fosters resilience, allowing us to navigate life's challenges with flexibility, creativity, and perseverance. Happy people are less likely to experience depression, anxiety, and burnout. Positive emotions strengthen our social connections, increase empathy, promote patience and forgiveness, and build trust. They enhance self-confidence, optimism, and likability, attracting more fulfilling relationships and opportunities into our lives. Understanding the far-reaching impact of happiness helps us appreciate its incredible potential. By prioritizing our sources of joy, wonder, and appreciation for life, we positively influence both ourselves and those around us. Happiness not only enhances our personal well-being but also enriches our interactions with the world, creating a ripple effect of positivity and fulfillment. In summary, true contentment is not a distant goal but a realization of the beauty and completeness that already exists within and around us. While financial resources can contribute to well-being, they should be used intentionally to foster meaningful experiences and personal growth. Happiness, backed by scientific evidence, offers profound benefits for physical health, longevity, resilience, and relationships. By embracing joy and nurturing our inner sources of fulfillment, we can lead a richer, more vibrant life. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to overlook the quiet marvels that surround us. Take a moment to appreciate the simple pleasures that enrich our lives: the golden glow of sunlight filtering through your kitchen window, the warmth of shared meals with family and friends, and the kindness exchanged with neighbors. These small but significant experiences play a crucial role in our overall well-being, touching both our mental and physical health while fostering a deeper connection within our communities. Their transformative power is both remarkable and profoundly enchanting, enhancing our experience of life in subtle, yet significant ways. Happiness often emerges as a natural outcome of being true to oneself. Yet, societal pressures frequently push us to conform, altering our authentic selves to fit in and gain approval. Over time, these external expectations can obscure our inner truths, values, and passions, leading us to adopt beliefs and behaviors that align with others' expectations rather than our own. While adapting to fit societal norms might bring temporary recognition or a sense of connection, it can also have considerable emotional and spiritual costs. True liberation and effortless joy come from embracing and expressing our genuine selves without the need to conform to external standards. When we fully acknowledge and reveal who we are, our passions, individual quirks, and unique perspectives, happiness follows naturally. This doesn't mean making drastic changes like quitting your job or adopting a rebellious stance. Rather, it involves making choices that align with your core values and constantly assessing whether your beliefs, relationships, and lifestyle are in harmony with your true self. It's about finding balance and making bold, courageous decisions to realign with your authentic self. Living authentically means pursuing what excites you, exploring your interests, and nurturing your passions. It's about valuing authenticity over superficial approval and enjoying the joy that comes from being true to yourself. Give yourself permission to occupy space and live according to your own internal script. Embrace every aspect of who you are, including the flaws and hidden parts, as they contribute to your unique and complete being. The world benefits from individuals who prioritize radical authenticity over mere caricatures of themselves, and such authenticity is likely to attract true happiness. Our perpetual longing for something better often blinds us to the abundance we already possess. We frequently overlook the everyday miracles and hard-earned successes because our standards for fulfillment are constantly shifting. This constant craving for more can overshadow the appreciation for what we have achieved. Reflect on how many of your current possessions and accomplishments were once distant dreams. Remember the aspirations you had as a child, whether it was finding a loving partner, starting a family, exploring new places, or achieving career milestones. Many of these dreams have come true, yet our desire for more can diminish the joy of reaching these goals. Consider taking a moment to appreciate the present reality you've created through your efforts. Recognize that what you now have was once a lofty aspiration, achieved against the odds. Instead of constantly yearning for new goals, take time to value the achievements and experiences you already possess. This appreciation can cultivate genuine gratitude and contentment. While aspirations and personal growth are important, it's crucial to also recognize and celebrate the present moment. This balanced approach helps us appreciate the profound nature of our accomplishments and fosters a sense of contentment. Incorporating moments of joy into our daily routine is essential for maintaining a balanced and fulfilling life. Our busy schedules and endless to-do lists can make leisure time seem like a luxury we can't afford. However, neglecting to include activities that bring us joy and recharge our spirits can lead to burnout and dissatisfaction. It's important to make space for at least one activity each day that excites you, even during hectic times. These joyful moments don't need to be elaborate or expensive. They could be as simple as enjoying a good book, tending to your garden, playing an instrument, watching a sunset, or indulging in a favorite hobby. Allow yourself to embrace these moments of pleasure and playfulness without guilt. Prioritizing these activities can help you reconnect with your sense of wonder and satisfaction. Finding solace in the present moment and making time for things that bring you happiness is vital. These small acts of self-care and enjoyment are not mere indulgences but essential components of a well-rounded, satisfying life. By integrating daily doses of joy into our routines, we can enhance our overall well-being and foster a deeper sense of contentment. In conclusion, our journey toward happiness involves recognizing and valuing the abundance already present in our lives, embracing our authentic selves, and finding moments of joy in our daily routines. The transformative power of these practices lies in their ability to enrich our lives in profound ways, enhancing our mental and physical health, strengthening our relationships, and contributing to our overall well-being. By appreciating our present reality and integrating joy into our everyday lives, we cultivate a lasting sense of satisfaction and fulfillment. Life often sweeps us away in a tide of responsibilities, leaving little room for the simple joys that once brought us happiness. Finding time to indulge in soul-nourishing pleasures, reminiscent of the carefree days of childhood, can seem challenging. Yet, dedicating even brief moments each day to activities that genuinely bring us joy can serve as a vital escape, rejuvenating both our spirit and creativity. These small respites, though they may appear insignificant, can profoundly boost our energy levels and infuse our lives with fresh perspectives. When we allow ourselves the freedom to engage in these delightful activities without guilt, we often find that our overall effectiveness and presence in our daily tasks improve. Many thought leaders and successful individuals advocate for this practice, emphasizing its importance regardless of how busy life may become. Ensuring that you protect and prioritize these moments of enjoyment each day is not merely a luxury but a necessity for long-term well-being and success. Your future self will undoubtedly thank you for maintaining this balance. In the quest for greater contentment and inner peace, it's essential to evaluate the aspects of our lives that may contribute to stress or unhappiness. While we cannot avoid all challenges, we do have the power to manage many of the sources of emotional turmoil that affect us. The first step is to cultivate self-awareness, recognizing which people, places, or situations consistently drain our energy or cause us distress. Consider the impact of certain relationships or environments. Perhaps a friend's constant negativity leaves you feeling depleted, or a cluttered workspace exacerbates your anxiety. By identifying these negative influences, you can take proactive steps to set boundaries or minimize their impact. This doesn't involve judging others as inherently bad, but rather protecting your emotional well-being by addressing familiar patterns that hinder your peace. For instance, if a toxic work environment is a source of stress, prioritizing activities that offer a mental buffer can be beneficial. This may involve adjusting your schedule to reduce exposure or finding ways to mitigate the negative effects. In some cases, it might be necessary to distance yourself from relationships or situations that consistently undermine your confidence and well-being. Life is too short to remain entrenched in negativity and distractions that detract from what truly matters. As you become more attuned to your sensitivities and needs, you'll start to recognize patterns that make it easier to decide what to avoid. Removing negative elements from your life is an act of self-care and an investment in your happiness. There's no need to feel guilty about making changes that prioritize your well-being. By crafting a life that aligns with your authentic self, you create space for more joy and fulfillment. Equally important is dedicating time to nurture our relationships with loved ones. Often, we let the demands of work and personal goals overshadow the importance of spending quality time with those we care about. This tendency to defer relationship building until everything else is under control can erode our closest connections over time. Prioritizing meaningful interactions with loved ones is crucial for maintaining strong, intimate relationships. This involves setting aside distractions and fully engaging in conversations and shared activities. By doing so, you foster a deeper understanding of each other's lives, moving beyond superficial knowledge to appreciate the complex narratives and emotions that shape each individual's journey. Active listening, making eye contact, and participating in shared experiences strengthen the bonds between you and your loved ones. These practices create an environment of openness that enhances trust, acceptance, and emotional closeness. They underscore the fundamental human need to be truly seen and to belong. By fully investing in these relationships, you acknowledge the limited and precious nature of our time together, making every moment feel more significant and cherished. Even the strongest connections can falter without consistent effort and attention. By actively engaging in each other's lives, you nurture relationships that are resilient and deeply fulfilling. Set aside dedicated periods to focus solely on your loved ones, free from distractions. This mindful presence is what sustains lasting connections throughout life. Challenges and difficulties are inevitable, and they often bring about a range of emotions from sadness to frustration. Embracing these emotions and acknowledging them is part of navigating life's complexities. Once we have processed our feelings, we face a pivotal choice: to remain mired in unhappiness or to let go and move forward. Taking the time to enjoy life's small pleasures, addressing negative influences, and nurturing our relationships are all integral parts of a fulfilling life. These practices help us build a stronger sense of self and maintain connections that sustain us through both the highs and lows. By incorporating these elements into our daily routines, we create a life enriched with joy, meaningful relationships, and inner peace. Life's tendency to entangle us in negative cycles can be all-consuming. It's all too easy to become fixated on past grievances, replaying stories of who hurt us or how unfair life has been. This pattern is akin to persistently picking at a wound that never heals, perpetuating our suffering. Clinging to these unresolved issues not only prolongs our distress but also impedes our growth and keeps us from fully embracing the richness of life. By fixating on past injustices and dwelling in negativity, we deplete our precious energy and stifle our creative potential. Our happiness, relationships, and overall well-being suffer as we linger in a state of victimhood. The key to moving forward lies in developing wisdom, courage, and personal leadership. This involves acknowledging our grief with acceptance and compassion, and using it as a catalyst for positive change. To break free from the weight of these negative stories, we need to process our experiences and then redirect our energy towards more constructive avenues. The goal is not to merely move past our difficulties but to use them as stepping stones towards a more enlightened and fulfilling life. By letting go of old hurts and embracing a more liberated, informed perspective, we open ourselves to new possibilities for joy and personal growth. Our journey through life is often burdened by stressors such as work pressures, societal expectations, and information overload. These accumulated stresses weigh us down, making it difficult to appreciate the present moment with clarity and curiosity. We frequently carry metaphorical baggage that undermines our ease and joy. consider how a more carefree approach to life might look. Imagine shedding the unnecessary burdens we carry, including societal pressures and personal anxieties, and setting clear boundaries to protect our mental space. Like a seasoned traveler lightening their load, we can learn to identify and let go of these outdated and unnecessary concerns. By doing so, we create room for freedom and empowerment. Simplifying our lives involves detaching from other people's dramas and cultural pressures. It also means relinquishing regrets and mental loops from the past. Instead, we can return to our breath and grounding techniques to alleviate mental clutter. Establishing clear limits on how much energy we expend on non-essential matters helps us preserve our inner peace and creative energy. Embracing simplicity allows us to experience greater optimism and resilience. It frees us to fully engage with each moment and appreciate the grace of existence without being weighed down by unnecessary concerns. By traveling through life unburdened, we discover a profound sense of ease and clarity. In truth, we often possess everything we need for contentment within our current circumstances. Instead of constantly striving for more or chasing after new desires, we should take a moment to pause and appreciate the abundance around us. Observing and valuing what we already have can help us avoid the relentless pursuit of new acquisitions or advancements. Taking time to appreciate the present can reduce the urge to seek more and shift our focus from what we lack to what we already possess. This shift in perspective helps us find satisfaction and contentment without always needing to make forward progress or achieve new goals. While the drive for personal growth and achievement is a natural part of life, it's essential to balance this with an appreciation for our current state. By resisting the pressure to constantly seek change or improvement, we can find contentment in who we are right now. This balance allows us to avoid the stress and strain associated with perpetual striving and instead embrace our present circumstances with gratitude. Contentment comes from accepting ourselves and our current situation without the constant need to seek more. By focusing on our intrinsic worth and the fulfillment found in the present moment, we can break free from external pressures and find peace in our current state of being. In summary, our lives are often weighed down by negative thoughts, external pressures, and unnecessary burdens. By addressing these challenges with acceptance, simplifying our lives, and appreciating what we already have, we create space for greater joy and fulfillment. Embracing this approach allows us to travel through life with ease and contentment, unburdened by the constant need for more. Imagine a life where the constant chase for more is put aside, where satisfaction is found not in the endless pursuit of new achievements but in accepting and embracing what we have in the present moment. Often, we are driven by an insatiable need to strive for more, whether it's wealth, success, or personal validation. However, true contentment emerges not from acquiring more but from learning to be satisfied with what we already possess. We can break free from this cycle of perpetual striving by shifting our focus from external goals to internal acceptance. The notion that we must continually push ourselves toward new heights or constantly seek external validation is a source of stress and dissatisfaction. Instead, contentment can be found in a more grounded approach, one that involves simply being present and accepting ourselves as we are, without the pressure to meet external expectations or achieve additional milestones. The idea is not to reject growth or dismiss the importance of setting goals, but to recognize that our worth and happiness are not contingent on these achievements. We can find peace in the present moment, and this peace does not require us to exert effort or move in a specific direction. Contentment is an internal state that can be achieved by embracing who we are without the relentless pursuit of something more. The essence of being content lies in the acceptance of our current state. Instead of constantly feeling driven to improve or acquire more, we can appreciate our present reality. This shift in perspective allows us to relax into who we are and what we have, rather than feeling obligated to chase after new accomplishments or possessions. Happiness, as a concept, varies greatly from person to person. For some, it may come from creative expression or engaging in physical activities. For others, it may be found in spending quality time with loved ones. During challenging times, it's crucial to remember that happiness is not a distant goal but a state of mind that is always accessible. Even in periods of darkness, our inner peace is waiting to be acknowledged. Instead of deferring happiness to some future point when conditions are ideal, we should embrace the present moment. The present is the only time that truly belongs to us, and it is where we can find genuine joy. Our fulfillment is shaped by how we engage with each moment, rather than by waiting for a perfect future scenario. Living a fulfilling life involves aligning with empowering truths about our own worth and happiness. We do not need to chase external markers of success to find joy. Instead, by acknowledging our own sufficiency and finding pleasure in our current state, we cultivate an inner happiness that is independent of external factors. The journey towards contentment and happiness involves understanding that fulfillment is an internal process. It is influenced by the mindsets, rituals, and quality of presence we bring to each moment, rather than by any external achievement or situation. Embracing this perspective allows us to live more fully and joyfully, grounded in the knowledge that we are enough as we are right now. In summary, true satisfaction and happiness are found not in the endless quest for more but in the acceptance and appreciation of our present state. By letting go of the need to constantly strive for more and instead focusing on being content with ourselves, we can discover a deeper sense of fulfillment and joy. Embracing the present moment and recognizing our inherent worth are the keys to living a truly satisfying and happy life. Copyright 2024 by FreeBooksTube. Thank you for listening. Please consider to subscribe, like, and share to help the channel grow new videos on a daily basis.